sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming, and I'm loud. Roar!
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on Geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything.
Welcome back to Balance. Rick Riggin's official walk-up song is underway. Rick Riggin, our official college football contributor. How are you, sir?
Hey, pretty good. That's a great jam for being like 20 years old.
Hey, man. 20 is that song really 20 years old? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that song.
Honestly,
that
when you
song's
sent it to
around
me,
20
that
years
was like the first time I'd ever heard it. So.
Yeah, yeah. TKY is an old band. They've been around since they've been around since the 90s. I bet that song is about 20 years old.
Wow. Well, I'll be 51 in a couple of weeks, and I had not heard the song until you sent it to me. I've got to expand my rockin' music. I'll tell you what, though, and we're standing by for Tony Donahue of the Tony D podcast. So we'll bring him in as soon as he jumps on. I know you're a big Notre Dame fan, and I was the Notre Dame rookie, and you're like, pace yourself, man. It's not even daylight yet.
Yeah,
man, but what a great experience. Pardon me?
That's what I say. You got to pace yourself there. I mean, you're asking me to tailgate. What should you do? Tailgate and then do this or that? And well, if you're going to want to do all that, you need at least a couple days because you can't see the sights and then tailgate and then go to the game all in the same day. You have to do one or the other, or leave yourself a couple of days.
Oh, my God. You could not be any more right. So I was on full 100% adrenaline, man. And we stayed the night in Rochester, about 40 miles or so south of South Bend. Rolled it in there before dawn, and it was just full speed ahead. It hit me on Sunday, dude. I was like – total paralyzed. I mean, my friend Melissa was over here. We were grilling. I was just like, I gotta go sleep early. I mean, I had grilled broths and everything, and didn't even eat them until the next day. Man, I was out like a light. I mean, I barely made it through the Colts game. It was rough.
I mean,
but it was
you
rough.
go to. So wherever you park at, however far off campus, or you can park at the golf course. That's right there.
I parked at the golf course, yeah.
Yeah, so, you go to the bookstore, you go see the Dome, the Grotto, you make your way around the library, Before you know it, you've walked like 6 miles or 7 miles.
That's where my steps was like 12,000 steps, 5 miles, and two levels.
Yeah,
so I didn't get into the library.
I'm saying you got to pace yourself there because that place will let you know where you stand in life as far as your health goes.
I know. It let me know that I'm on death's bed. No, but there was. I didn't get into the library. Went by the library. Of course, they give you this little map of where you're going, and one thing, which is cool, but I didn't realize it until I gotten there. And it's really neat how they've done it, but every building looks exactly the same brick, everything. It's just
cool.
Did we just see this building? Wait, no, it's not that building. And you're like looking on your little map, looking at the building number. But the library was good.
Yeah, I was going to say you did go to the library. I thought you said you didn't get to go to the library.
No, we walked by the library. Didn't go in the library. Went to the bookstore.
Right, yeah. But you didn't go in the library. There's no need to go in the library, but you was at the library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you meant to go in there. No, we didn't go in there. But
No,
one of the highlights.
The library is the mural Touchdown Jesus. So you was at the library. You just didn't go in.
I was there. I didn't go inside the building.
Yeah. There's no need to go inside. For us Irish fans, we just stay outside and pose in front of Touchdown Jesus.
Hey, you know what? I did take your advice, and I didn't do the touchdown symbol. So not to do that. I did.
Good. For some reason, us real Irish fans, that annoys the hell out of us. I don't know why. I don't know why it does, but it does.
But you're right. Everybody and their mother is doing that. And our seat, Touchdown Jesus, was just right up above that. But, I mean, probably out of all the cool stuff that happened, meeting Jack Landry was totally unexpected. There he was right there. And, well, there was another Notre Dame legend there. My brain escapes me on who it was, but
oh, come on, Tom. I mean, Jack Landry's cool, but this other guy escapes you is Daniel Rudiger. Come on, man.
That's right, Daniel Rudiger. Sorry, and they brought him out on the field.
It's Rudy.
They were. That's right.
It's
I
Rudy.
know. That's what I'm saying. I just spaced my mind, brother. No, I didn't even see him there. Didn't even see him. They brought him out on the field, but yeah, I didn't even see him there. But that was just an amazing time. So, yeah, like I said earlier, put it on your bucket list. Go to Notre Dame. I mean, I don't care where you're located. And talking about tailgating, I know that I'm going to get these tweets. Oh, Alabama tailgate's better. Okay, everybody tailgate's awesome. But when you go to the actual tailgate lot at Notre Dame, where everybody's in their mama is tailgating and have big going there for 30 years, I was just like, because you can't buy alcohol in there. So I packed some stuff in the car, but I parked at the golf course, which we're tailgating, but it was mild compared to going to the other lot, which is where we were at. And I was like, hey, I'll buy an alcoholic beverage. No, just make a contribution because we can't sell it. So I was making contributions all day long.
Right.
And the shot skis. So I digress. But let's talk a little bit about that game. Let's get on target here. But we got to get our pop culture in. Have you seen the Joker?
I haven't seen it yet. Everybody on Twitter loves it, so I might go see it tomorrow. I'm going to go see it soon, but I haven't seen it yet.
I saw the trailer. So I have to freely admit, die on the sword here. I don't follow all of the Marvel and comic book hero stuff. I don't get into a lot of that. Now, I like Batman, like way back when Batman, but it just seemed like everything went dark, and I saw Dark Knight, which, whatever. But I watched the trailer, and it seems like a really dark show, but it seems more like how he became the Joker and why he became the Joker. And, I mean, it's dark. I mean, he's obviously mentally unstable, but I know you go see those all the time, so I was going to get your thoughts on that. But, yeah, I think I'm going to go see it. Maybe this weekend or next weekend.
Batman is supposed to be dark. It's supposed to be a dark comic. So, the last three with Christian Bale, those are awesome. All three are awesome. The Heath Ledger Joker, great. I'm already seeing on Twitter they're comparing the Heath Ledger Joker and Joaquin Phoenix Joker to that's the movie equivalent of Kobe and Jordan. So, pretty great Jokers. So I see everything is on Twitter. Everybody loves it. They say Joaquin just won an Oscar for this. So basically, next time the Oscars come out, whatever that is, I don't watch award shows, but I guess we'll get the Oscar for the Joker. So I'm definitely going to go see it.
Well, yeah, and I mean, it looks pretty dark, but it's like, and then I guess the whole intrigue was the Department of Justice issued a warning that this is a pretty extreme movie. And the other Joker, he killed himself because he was so in character. And I guess, this guy said it didn't really bother him, but I guess to get into character of Joker, I mean, it almost consumes you to almost a possession point.
Well, the reason for the warning by the Department of Justice was because of the shooting in Colorado at the movie theater where the dude dressed as a Joker and shot at the movie theater, killed a bunch of people, when the second Batman movie came out.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to check it out. I like I said, I have to admit, I'm not a diehard Marvel and the other comic book things, but we're going to check it out. Well, let's get on track here. Rick Riggin, I don't know what happened to Tony Donahue. Maybe he got ate by the same alligators that Matthew Embury got ate by. I mean, those alligators are going wild this weekend. So Tony Donahue of the Tony D podcast was supposed to join us, but he's not there. So let's talk. We were already on Notre Dame. We're getting into college football, top 25. Notre Dame, Virginia. Let's talk the substance of that game. I was there. Obviously, that was a great game. But the first half was kind of a tit for tat. Obviously, Virginia ranked, but the second half, total domination by Notre Dame. And it wasn't the offense. It was certainly the secondary and the defense with Notre Dame. What great fun that was to be at that game. But let's put our media hats on and let's break down that game.
Yeah, well, Perkins, the quarterback for Virginia, you knew he's a great athlete. I mean, they talked him up before the game. He's a great dual-threat quarterback. He made all the throws in the first half. I don't know what the game plan was against him for Clark Lee and the Irish, what they put together to try to contain him a bit, but all these little 6-yard and 8-yard throws, they turned into bigger gains. All those throws were on the money. So you have to give them credit. I mean, I'm not sure how great of a passer he really is. He's definitely a great dual-threat quarterback, but he made all the throws in the first half and had the Irish against the ropes.
Well, absolutely. So Notre Dame, obviously, we like to call these practice games for the bowl game. They've got Bowling Green. I said Murray earlier, so I do apologize. I said the wrong team. But they got Bowling Green this weekend. Certainly, but what we saw was anything can happen in college football. Anything can absolutely happen in college football. We'll talk about this game in a minute. Big win at Cincinnati over UCF. That's going to kick them out of any hopes of playoffs, possibly even any hopes of getting into a bowl game. But Bowling Green is up in South Bend today at 3:30. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, if you're a betting man, I wouldn't bet the spread in this game. Brian Kelly just isn't that type of head coach. Although they did it a couple weeks ago, bring the score up on a team, but the spread's like 45 points here, so I wouldn't bet that. If you're into that kind of thing, I never really got into the sports betting, but Brian Kelly just.
And now that it's
type
legal
of coach,
in Indiana,
so.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to check out the new sports book today here in Evansville. There's one opened up. I'm going with a buddy to go check it out today, but I'm just going to go check it out and maybe have a drink or something and see what it's all about. But I would not bet the spread in this game today because Brian Kelly is just going to lay on the ball at some point in this game at 45 points. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, this is a game you want to stay away from as far as betting goes, and we've got sport books opening up here in downtown Indianapolis as well. So I'm going to be checking that out. I mean, I like to. I can't say that I haven't illegally bet because I have, but come and find me now, right? No, it's very legal to do it now, which is only makes sense. I mean, why it never was, just I don't know. But okay, so let's move on into some of these top 25 games. Obviously, with the college football top 25, Bama coming up at number 1 in the AP poll, coaches poll. Bama still, a lot of times you see the differences between them. Not seeing a big difference other than when we get to the number 4 slot. With the coaches poll being Oklahoma and the AP poll being Ohio State. As we've talked about, these polls don't really matter right now, but they certainly give us a guide point. Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Ohio State, LSU round out the top 5 in the AP. Coaches, Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Oklahoma, Ohio State. What say you?
Yeah, they don't really matter right now. If just by the eyeball test is basically what everybody gets to go off of right now. I wouldn't even put Clemson in the top 5. LSU, Bama, Georgia, Ohio State, Oklahoma, all those schools, I think, if they line up against Clemson right now, will just dominate Clemson. It's kind of that same feeling, I hate to say it, with Notre Dame last year. You knew they were a great team last year, but not just one of those elite teams that can get over the hump. Clemson feels like that this year. I don't believe they're a top 5 team, but it doesn't really matter until like week 8 comes out.